think a lot of people keep it a secret.
I made up a whole different life.
I just make up a bunch of things.
The story just kind of caught up with me.
The kids looked at me and they said, "You're in a foster home?"
You don't look like you're in foster care. How does somebody look like they're in foster care?
When I think about kids in foster care, I think about girls. They give it up real easy. You know what, to be honest, I don't want my kids to hang around any of them.
A lot of the kids from the foster care system end up finding their way straight into the prison system.
Foster care children are poor students.
A lot of these foster kids are emotionally damaged. I'm not really sure there's a whole lot of hope.
My name is Amir Smith, and, well, is this thing Aaron or something?
My name is Dee Dee.
Jerome Demetrius Carr.
Manny Pena, I'm 17.
I'm 18 years old.
19 years old.
I'm 17. When did I first go in foster care? Well, I was pretty young.
Well, I've been in foster homes, and I've been in locked up facilities. I've been in now a residential center.
I currently live in a foster home.
Anybody that basically knew I was in foster care just always told me, "You never gonna make it, you're not gonna amount to nothing."
Some of the stereotypes for youth in foster care include
Being underachievers.
lower class, uneducated, a troublemaker.
I know there are stereotypes out there because I hear them. I'm around my peers, I'm around adults.
I've heard it.
They judge and they generalize.
That's pretty much what a stereotype is.
Putting everybody into one category.
It's a way of judging people, and for foster kids, it's usually negative, unfortunately. There are different types of foster care.
Foster homes and group homes.
I'd have to say the one with the worst stigma would probably be
Residential centers,
Residentials, definitely.
they gotta be bad. What they do to get in there?
They're bad kids.
I'm not one of the best kids in the world, nah, but I'm doing good. I done came a long way. I was headed, I don't know, I was in a bad direction. You know, I was in the streets a lot. I got sent upstate for fighting, you know, all that. And when I was up there, you know, it just made me understand, yo, I got a little brother at home. I gotta chill, you know. He's my main focus. My mother's not around, my father's not around. I gotta be his mother and his father right now. I gotta think about his feelings and how he's gonna grow up.
This is my only little brother, Gabriel.
When I left upstate and I came to this residential center down here, you know, he ended up coming there too. I thank God for it. It's just like, I know I have somebody there. As much time I can, I spend with him.
My pops used to drink, my mom would try to stop, and then she couldn't.
You know, we just talk about anything. Sometimes we end up talking about my parents, sometimes we talk about family.
Dog needed hugging, and for my people show me love.
I just try to teach him
That's crazy.
the right way. I don't want him to end up the way I ended up, you know, and just getting in trouble. Anybody can change, you just gotta make that effort to do it. We're not bad, you know? We're just like everybody else. I wake up every day and I smile because I know, yo, I'm here another day, I got my little brother.
It's like a replica of me. That's what everybody says. I don't believe it though.
You're ugly.
He's such a good kid. And you know, just to see him smile sometimes, yo, it makes me happy. I know he's not hurting.
I know.
It's really damaging to someone's self-esteem when they're put down because they're in foster care, you know?
Try to ignore it, but it just kind of eats at you for a while.
And, you know, just make fun of me because I'm a foster kid, you know, and say, oh, you don't have a mother.
What usually happens is a person is very explosive.
Well, a lot of times I ended up getting into fights.
I actually used to do that. I used to do that. When I was really young, I used to fight a lot because I was angry.
You become alone. You're, like, all by yourself.
A troublemaker.
A bully.
a bad one.
And I started realizing that this was a stereotype for people in foster care. And I was falling into that.
It just cuts you so deep that somebody could even think that way about you when you know in your heart that you're not like that. But just after hearing it so much, it kind of becomes reality.
And so either you can get sucked into it or you can, you know, be able to, you know, pick yourself up by your bootstraps and, you know, become something different.
I started focusing on my individual talents, seeing how that works to release some anger and stuff like that. Before I was in the group home, I never got a chance to be a kid because I was so focused on my siblings and my mother. It's just, my mom was overwhelmed with like so many other kids, like my brothers and sisters, and I was taking care of them for the most part. And, you know, at the time, she wasn't able to cope. So, you know, I had to go to foster home. I was angry about my situation, and the only way I knew how to handle it was to, you know, fight. Now to release some of the anger and frustration, I express myself through poetry, dance, and drawing. So I just made myself alone with people growing up in projects and stuff like that. They have the same stigma, like, oh, you're not going to be anybody, you're going to drop out of high school. And the only way to, like, overcome things like that, or stereotypes in general, is to not focus on the stereotypes or what people say about you, but just be yourself. I started posting my pictures up on the wall, and all of my achievements on the wall, all around me, so when I wake up in the morning, I can see them. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel better.